guys, it's Deb with Deb's Cool Finds. I hope you're doing well. Pardon me, but I'm going to be looking this way mostly because I'm in my car, if you can tell, and I'm driving to work. So it's a freezing day. It's 37, that's what my car says, 37, and yeah, I'm chilly. So I got my big coat on, I got my tushy warmer on, got my steering wheel warmer on, I got my heat going, so hopefully I'll warm up soon. I'm wearing my little Temu, can't really tell, but it's that Temu dress. It's got the blue up here and then like all the colors, and it almost looks like buildings or blocks or something of all different colors on the bottom. It's sleeveless, so I'm wearing a red blazer from Temu over it. Hopefully it'll keep me warm enough. We're having an issue in our office. It was super cold the first week I worked there, like freezing cold. It's gotten a little warmer, and I brought my little Temu, the little, I don't know if I showed it yet, but the clock with the, speaked up with the temperature gauge in it and everything. I put that on my desk, and when I got in yesterday, it was like 63 in my office. So I sent a work order down going, pump some heat up here, people. So it got up to 67 for most of the day, and then by the time I left, it was 70, and they were working on it. Some kind of solenoid or something they needed to replace. So yeah, it's a bigger thing than just having the building management turn up the temperature. So, and then I bought this little illegal in the office heater, tiny little one from Walmart for $10, and that's been keeping me a little bit warmer. It doesn't blow very hard, so it's mostly, put your hands near it and like, okay, my fingers are warm, I can go back to what I was doing. But anyway, so I hope you all are staying warm wherever you guys are. I know that we were told that next week, I think Monday and Tuesday, we're supposed to go into the 20s or the teens, so that's a bummer. So we're getting all our properties ready for that to happen. You gotta prepare in case there's any kind of moisture, so that it ices up here a lot and all that kind of stuff. So you gotta treat the parking lots and the sidewalks. And in Texas they don't do turn the heat a little lower, it's getting warm. In Texas they don't do salt like I'm used to in Illinois. They do this kind of sand, or what is that other thing called, snow melt, which I'm not sure what that is. But so we're getting our landscapers all ready to do that. Yay, I'm getting into the big giant line of red lights here. Yay. Today's going to be a long one. It normally takes me 38 minutes or something to get to work. Normally, it's only been 2 weeks. But today, sorry for the sun, but I love the sun. It's coming up over the lake. It's beautiful. Too bad you can't see it. I tried to raise it up more so like the top of my head ain't cut off, but maybe that'll work better. Okay, anyway, but stop fooling with it and concentrate on my driving. I don't know what I was saying now, but I don't know what I was saying now. It was sorry, it was normally 30 whatever minutes. Today when I got in the car and put the GPS on, it said 53 minutes, so yay. So I left the house a little earlier, and I decided to try and get to work on time, which is always nice. So yesterday was really good. One of the guys from 3 companies ago, one of my first favorite job, that's the one that they signed the contract and eliminated our department, but he was still there, and he worked at a different hospital, same name, but I handled 7 hospitals. So he worked at one of them, and he now works for my company, which is so cool. So he came in yesterday to the office, and we were talking, and he gave me some gossip, and nothing bad, just who went where and where the moves were of people, and after they signed the contract and lost our whole department, they had to kind of move people around and stuff. So yeah, it was kind of cool to catch up on things and to see him. It was really nice to see him and just catch up. He's a really sweet guy, and he just looks so much happier in this new job. So I'm hoping the best for him. It's not as new for him. He started, I think he said, beginning of last year or something like that. I don't know, but he just seems happier. So that's what we need, right? I mean, he agreed with me. Like, you spend the majority of your day there. When I think about it, I wake up in the morning and I spend my morning, getting ready for work. So it's not like I'm relaxing or chilling or anything. Getting all ready for work. I'm making my special coffee drink. Yes, I have it right here. My mocha chocolate whatever drink, magical mocha drink with my coffee. I did a video on it, but it's really good. And but it's frozen. It's I take ice and chop it all in there. So I'm waiting to warm up a little before I start drinking it. But I love it. Anyway, yeah, I do that. I get the dog's food. I got to cook her eggs and stuff and get her ready, get me looking presentable-ish. And so that doesn't really count as, my time to me. So, and then when I get home, like last night was bad traffic. It was yucky. And I didn't get home till 7. And then if you go to bed at, 9:30, 10, yeah, I'm one of those people. Need a lot of sleep. But then you're talking 2 to 3 hours. That's my time. And that's eating dinner and, feeding Bella and whatever. So you spend all your day at work. You need it to be someplace that you're happy to go to and that makes you feel worthwhile and appreciated and that you're part of a team and you're making a difference on that team and all that kind of stuff. And he reiterated the same words to me when he was talking about why he came to our company. So the exact reasons I did. But yeah, it was nice. It was nice to catch up. And I'm doing a couple projects. I'm busy. The day just flies by. On Monday through Thursday I work till 6, which is long. But yeah, the days have been flying by. I didn't even realize yesterday was, oh my gosh, it's 6 o'clock. I can go. But yeah, it's nice. So some of you are wondering why I haven't done what I'm going to do next earlier. That's because you're seeing videos that I filmed, like last week. So it was before this occurred. And that's why I'm not mentioning it in my videos, my Temu hauls. It's not like I'm ignoring it or I'm not greatly appreciative of what happened, but it's because it hadn't happened yet to me while I was filming. Does that make sense? Okay. So this video is more current, and I just want to say, woohoo! Oh my God! Yes! I was so excited. It was so weird finding out because I kind of wanted to find out if it ever happened by watching it happen, and then being like, oh my God, that just happened. But I've been behind on my YouTube video watching because I've just been working and get home and I'm tired and I watch a movie or something just to, while I'm eating dinner and just to not concentrate. I'm playing with Bella and then I go to bed. So, yeah, I've been behind on my YouTube watching, but one of my lovely viewers sent me a comment, and I do try and keep current on my comments as much as I can. But she sent me a comment saying, OMG, do you know what happened today? So I had to, and I was in bed already, and I was ready to go to sleep when I got that. And I was like, no, I can't go to sleep. I gotta watch this. I gotta watch it for myself. So what happened, you all probably know, and I'm like so thrilled, was my most favorite YouTuber that I watched the most consistently, other than these last week or so, excuse me, she called out my name. She called out my name. She called out my channel. And I want to send out an amazing thank you to Heyyy Everybody. It's got a bunch of Y's, 3 Y's in it, so you gotta say it longer. Oh, I gotta pay attention to my road, 2 miles. Okay. So anyway, yes, she mentioned me. I know we're all, now that I'm doing it, I know we're all just normal people. We're just doing a video. We're just having some fun and trying to be part of a community and helping others and just, just being able to talk. She's kind of like me. Yes, she lives with her mom, but, other than that, she's kind of in her house a lot, and she has more friends and stuff, it seems, than I do. But anyway, so, and, you spend time with your pets, but they don't talk back. They do, but not locally. But so it's cool doing these videos, and we're just regular people. But to me, watching her all this time, and I've had the YouTube channel for a while because I was doing travel videos, but when I really got into it, it was after watching her, and she kind of inspired me. And I was like, I think I can do that, I found Temu through her, and I'm like, oh, okay, let me check that out. And I looked at the website, and I'm like, oh, I love this stuff, I'm going to order. Well, as long as I ordered, I'm going to try and do what she does. Let's see if I could do it. And so I started doing the haul, so it's thank you, Hey Everybody, for that also. So I kind of look up to her, and I admire that she has, in a relatively short time, gotten so many subscribers and is so popular, and she gets so many review requests, which I love doing reviews, but I haven't got that many. You've seen them all. And I aspire to do those because I think that's so cool to bring these products to people and to be able to review them and get things that I probably couldn't get on my own or wouldn't get on my own monetarily, so it's kind of neat that I'd be able to try these products out. And she does that all the time, and she does it very well. So yeah, I greatly admire her. And then her cats. I'm not a cat person by any means. Or I wasn't. Let me say that. So, okay, little car, I gotta scoot over. Thank goodness for my I have little warning lights, when somebody's in your blind spot, and I greatly need that. So, I love that. If you have that in your car, it's great, isn't it? Oh, my butt's sorry. It's too warm. Put it on low. Okay. TMI, right? All right. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, my daughter has cats, and they're just always, first of all, I'm really, really allergic to them, so that's an issue. But we tried having a cat once. I got it for my daughter. She really wanted it when she was a little girl, and I tried my hardest, and I was dying, and then I even went to an allergist, and helped me through this. My daughter loves this cat. But then it turned into asthma, and it just got horrifically bad, and a lot of medication. I said, we can't do this. So we gave the cat to her aunt so she could see the cat all the time, but not have it. So yeah, it was hard as a mama. But anyway, so, and my son used to have a cat that I really never got to meet. He had it during a time, I don't know what happened to the cat. I think it passed away. But he had it during a time, no, I think his first wife took it when they got divorced. But he used to tell me, because he wasn't a cat person, and he would say, my cat's like a dog, Mom. It comes up to me, cuddles with me, and it just acts like the dogs that we have, and it's cool. It's not like the cat. My daughter's cats are in my mind, cats. So they do that twining around your ankles, which is just, I don't know why it creeps me out, but it does. The loud purring I've never liked. I don't know why. It just kind of sends chills up my back. I know, it's weird stuff. And then hers, she's got kitchen cabinets that don't go to the ceiling. They got the open space underneath where you can decorate or whatever. And the cats actually get all the way up there. I'm like, that's creepy. And they climb on the refrigerator, and they climb on the counter, and they're always, by your food and stuff. And it just, yeah. So I'm not a cat person, can you tell? But, hey, everybody. If I ever would own a cat, it would be one of yours. I'm like, your cats are the sweetest, and the two you have now, I love the two that you lost, and they were amazing. Clover was amazing, but I'm blanking on your other cat's name. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's so rude. I can't remember. I'm really bad with that, though, so please forgive me. It's not just you. Anyway, where am I going? Okay. But now Loki and Luna, I mean, Loki, how he fetches things, it blows my mind. Like, I've never seen a cat do that. I'm like, he fetches, he comes up, he's so inquisitive, he goes in little bags, and he's just adorable. And that, if I had a cat, that would be the kind of cat I wanted. I know he causes you trouble, and he climbs on everything and all of that, but he's just so adorable. And I can say that easily because, yeah, I'm not dealing with the other part of Loki, the wrecking ball part of Loki. So, but he's adorable. Your cats are adorable. So anyway, I love everything about her. I love her humor. I love everything. And so yeah, when she called out my channel to her viewers, my mind just blew. And it was weird how it happened because right before I went to bed, I'm like, I always go and check if, if I have comments and stuff. And this time I was just like, I'm gonna just go see something. I was looking at something, and then I'm like, oh, I'll just might as well check my channel. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have like 50 more subscribers. Like, how did it bump up that fast? That's so weird. I'm thinking, which one of my videos did that? Or, one of those things. I'm like, not even thinking. And I just was like, that's amazing, but weird. And then I got that comment from one of your viewers. I'm sorry, I forget which one of you. And thank you for letting me know. But they said, oh my gosh, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but hey, everybody called you out, and that's just awesome. And I'm like, no, that's been on like my wish list of things. Like, I'm like, every time she's like, you've got to watch one of my viewers, and I'm like, hold my breath, and I mean, watch somebody I view, and I'm like, I hold my breath, and I'm like, please say me, please say me, please say me, and it's always somebody else, and they're great recommendations. I go and watch those people and subscribe to them, but I'm just like, please be me. Why don't you like me? She must not like me. You go through the whole thing in your head, and I'm like, oh, she must have watched my channel, and it just wasn't for her, and I get it. Every channel's not for everybody. I clearly acknowledge that. But I'm like, please like me. So I got that message, and I'm like, no. And so, like I said, I went and watched the video where she said my name, and then I went and I checked before I fell asleep. I went and checked my numbers, and I'm like, holy guacamole, I am 100 viewers up, 100 subscribers up. What? Yeah, guys, we are over 600. What? Yeah, it's amazing. It's just amazing because and I just knew if she ever mentioned my channel, I would probably get a bump in subscribers because she has so many wonderful subscribers. I mean, her numbers are, fabulous. So I knew that because I've seen it with other people. I saw her when she called out favorites with Laura, who I love. Hi, Laura. When she called out, what are the other one she's called out? Oh gosh, I'm sorry, you're one of my new subscribers. It's Menopause Madness. I'm sorry. I told you I screw up everything. But that one I love. Mimi's life, I love just everything she's called out. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, we have like the same taste in YouTubers, so that's awesome. So thus maybe her viewers would like my videos if she liked my videos. And she said she liked my videos. So anyway, I know I'm just like I'm fangirling here, but yeah, it was amazing. So one of my two people did it. Laura, favorites with Laura, called me out too, and I got more subscribers because of her also. She's amazing also, very supportive, very kind, very, very nice lady. So yeah, these women are wonderful, and I love women power. And I volunteered for the Girl Scouts for almost 2 decades, well, over 2 decades, and I'm all about girl power. So it's so nice that we got these women that are doing well on YouTube and calling each other out and helping each other, and I just find that fantastic. So yeah, okay, I'm done fangirling. I think maybe I'll do it in private. Anywho, oh, and I'm wearing my little Temu necklace. That's another one I found because of Heyyy Everybody, and I love this. Timo. This one's stuck. Yeah. I have to wait till the day when my fingers aren't swollen, or after the shower or something to get the sucker off because it's too tight. And then jewelry. Got my charm bracelet on. Cool charm bracelet, and then my little gold bracelets. I forgot bracelets on this wrist. I feel naked. Except my blazer goes long on my arms, so you couldn't see them anyway. But I like knowing they're there. And then I just got my boots on, just under the knee boots, brown to match my brown purse, and yeah, that's it for my Temu things on me. I've always got this in my car, and I love it. Oh, backwards. There we go. And I'll read it to myself every once in a while, you know. I'll pick one of the words. I'll be like spinning it in my head. Go, okay, God says you are, boom, special. Yay. And then on my mirror it says you are enough. Probably can't see back there, but oh my goodness, I did want to tell you one thing. Do y'all remember the sticker I have? Well, I have 3 back there. I have 2 Bella stickers, and well, they're not Bella, but they look like Bella. Bella stickers on the back, and then I have the one that says, I hope something good happens to you today, that I wanted on my car because I thought maybe that would make somebody smile during the day or whatever, make them feel good. But I was driving by my house. I turned on a street to get to my subdivision, and I looked at the car in front of me. They had the sticker on it. I was like, yes, somebody else is doing that. Somebody else is making people feel good, and that's awesome. And thank you. Yes, I do hope something good happens to me today. So it was nice seeing that sticker out there. The only thing they did a little wrong is they had, like I do, they had the little windshield wiper, back windshield wiper, and unfortunately, when they're not using it, it covered the I hope something good, you know, the first line, so you kind of couldn't read it, so I thought, better placement. But I knew what it said, and I felt good. So that was cool. Yeah, what else is going on in my life? Let's see. My son, I told you, got his job at this amazing company. So he left me a text message, but it was audio. I gotta figure out how he did that, because that's pretty cool. So the text message, you know, goes in your text message, and you just, whatever you want, you click on it, and it's him talking. It's like leaving a message on an answering machine. It was pretty cool. But anyway, he said, I passed the background test. And I'm like, oh, good, the background check, you know. And I'm like, good, that's awesome. He's like, no. And then the next one he sent was, you know, I'm headed out for my drug test. So I was like, okay, good luck with that. So, but yeah, so he's getting there. And then, like I said, he's driving. He's driving up to Chicago. What did he say? Next weekend? This weekend? This weekend. He's driving up there. It's a long drive. But he's going up there because of his feet issues. His doctor has to take, I need my drink. His doctor has to take these special x-rays of his feet because he's going to determine if he, I know he does. He qualifies because he's gotten it before. But for handicap stickers, and I'm like, you're finally agreeing to that. He's always says, love this boy, but he's right and he's wrong. But he always says there's other people worse off with me that need the parking space more than I do. And I'm like, yes, that's true. But also, you need it. Like, you are really bad off. And there's a lot more people that are better off than you. So you need the handicap. Don't use it all the time if you don't want to. But the days that your feet are really bothering you and you have to walk in someplace, you need handicap stickers. So hopefully he'll agree to that. At least he's checking on it. And then he was also interested in just finding out if he actually would qualify for being disabled and what percentage of that it would be, because he's in pain 24/7. So that's not good. And you hate that in your kids because, you can't fix it. But I tried. He's had surgeries and casting and everything. I did everything I could when he was little, everything right, but it was so severe that, yeah, it's really bad. Pardon me, but I'm so thirsty. Here's my drink. It's so good. It's so thick. That's why you see me going, shaking it down. Man, they're building. Wow. They're redoing this highway here. It's a mess. So the GPS always takes me in the morning. So far, it normally bypasses the highway, and I got to go on these slow roads because the highway stopped. Construction. Is it like that with you? Is it in your state too? Because I swear Illinois was like that, but it was more summer. It was, the first sign of summer was when you saw the the construction on the highways starting. Here, it's year round, just constant, never ending road construction. So I got the bridge at my house being totally added to, and now I got this other highway that takes me to work being worked on. And it's like, come on, people, someday please be done. I think this highway that I just went under, I remember it being added to or whatever, improved, whatever, construction wise when I first moved here, and I don't think it's ever been not being worked on, and I've been here 20 years, so yeah. Anyway, so my son's all happy, but he's going up to Chicago. He's going to spend, I think he leaves Friday morning, and then he's coming home. His appointment's Monday morning, and then after his appointment, then he's driving back home. So I don't think it'll interfere. I mean, he hasn't said, he told them at work at his new job that he would be gone, but because of the drug test and all that stuff, he probably wouldn't even be ready to start by Monday. But yeah, so he's really happy. And then he's got friends, he grew up there like I did. I lived my whole life in Chicago other than the last 20 years, but I moved him. I was a bad mommy. I moved him here when he was going into his senior year of high school. Yeah, it was hard. We moved here in July of that year. But my parents moved down here, and I just wanted to be, my kids to be near their grandparents. So, and I worked at home, so that didn't matter. And yeah, it all worked out. But, so he had to spend his senior year here. So all his high school friends, the first 3-year high school friends, they're all still in Chicago. And so he's getting together with them. And he has a coworker at his current job who is like, he calls her his work grandma. So she offered, just come and stay in my house. And he's like, oh, that's awesome. So he's staying in her house for free, and even better, almost. I mean, he gets to spend time with her on Friday, but after that, for the weekend, she had plans where she's going out of town. So she's just like, I'll leave you the keys, and you'll have the whole place to yourself. So I'm like, dang, boy. So yeah, so always, he's got to pay the gas and everything, but he doesn't have to pay for, a hotel or anything, which is nice. Because, he's a little strapped too till he gets this job going. And, yeah, so he's so excited. I'm so excited for him. That's how he's doing. My daughter's doing all right. Her husband's family's having a bad 2024 already. They've had someone pass away already. They've had other medical issues with another one of their sons, and it's just like, I felt so bad because it's nothing anyway. The mother-in-law, my daughter's mother-in-law, I met her for the first time whenever, I think I told you this already. If I did, I'm sorry, but yeah, I was like, she asked for my phone number, my daughter gave it to her, and they're building another Chick-fil-A. Oh my goodness, that was huge. Wow. But so anyway, we've been texting, and on New Year's I said, this is going to be a great 2024 for us. And yeah, all this stuff has happened to her. I felt so bad. Like, why did I say that? But I didn't mean anything and I didn't know. So anyway, I just felt bad. But she's a sweet lady. Her and the husband, the mother-in-law and father-in-law, the father-in-law, they've been so kind to my daughter and her family. They're really nice people. So they're great with my granddaughter and my grandsons. They treat my grandsons, like they were theirs too. So that's really sweet. That's, it's a little harder to do sometimes, when somebody marries and they have children and then they have children together, and you have to be careful that you don't treat them any different. And you know, it's, if it takes longer, like if they're together a little bit and you get to know the stepkids or whatever, you get to know them first and you get to fall in love with them and whatever, which happened with my daughter's first marriage. He had 2 kids, and so I love those kids already. And then she had Jackson, and so it was kind of, you know, you still had, I mean, Jackson's still in my heart, but, you know, you could treat them like your own and everything because you knew them. But for my daughter's second marriage, like, the parents were in Houston, so they didn't get to know the boys as much as, like, I got to know the other kids before Amelia was born. So they're doing really well. They treat them very nicely, and I appreciate that, and I'm very thankful for that. So the boys, you know, the more people in your life, the more people in your village to help you raise your children, and not like help you raise them, but just to be there and support, treat your kids nicely, and, you know, all of that, and love them. And yeah, I think the more people, the better. Do I get a little jealous sometimes? Yeah, but, you know, that's just life. You know, I just want them to be my grandbabies, but then the other, you know, that's my one part of me, but the major part of me is like, no, they have so many people. It's so amazing that they have all these people. My kids didn't have all that. My dad's family, his brothers, sisters, mom and dad. Well, my grandfather passed when my son was little, and then my grandmother passed when I was pregnant with my daughter. So my daughter never got to meet either one of them. And my grandfather on my mom's side passed before she met him. So she only knew my mom's mom. So she only had one great grandparent. And then she only had my mom and dad as grandparents. When my husband left, well, I left him. First one left, I left the second one. There were issues, addiction issues. So, but when I left him, his family just dumped my daughter too. Like, it was like he didn't see her after that, so they weren't going to see her after that. So luckily she was only 5 months old when it happened, so she didn't know. But I mean, like, she lost grandparents, she lost her aunt. The only one that stayed was his brother was married to my friend at the time. So she still got to see that uncle, of course, and then her cousins on just that one little piece of the family. The rest just dumped her. And it was so sad. And he had 2 girls from a previous marriage, and she never got to do anything with them. I would talk about them all the time. When she was a little girl, I forget about what age she was. It was earlier than 10 because we moved here when she was 10. And one of her half sisters did come here to Chicago, and she told my friend, my daughter's aunt, that, you know, she heard I was just so mean, and that's why her dad left me, and all these stories. And I'm like, you know, I knew it. I knew that if a man, or maybe even a woman, but if a man leaves a family and has nothing to do with them after that, and meets somebody else or whatever, or friends, they've got to justify that somehow. They've got to make themselves look good. So they've got to put it all on the woman. And why don't you see your children? What are you going to say? I just don't want to. No, you're not going to say that. So you've got to say something else, like, oh, she was mean, and so, you know, she won't let me be around my kid, or whatever the reason is. So I kind of knew that in my head, but to have it verified was just like heartbreaking. But that is life, and unfortunately, and so that happened. But my friend, the aunt, talked to her and was like, no, that is not what happened. This is what happened. I'm an independent kind of person. I'm going to tell you what happened, and I think you should meet her. Again, I mean, I knew her, but she was like 3 or 4. When I stopped, you know, they moved to, the mother took the 2 daughters and moved to Arizona, so we couldn't see them that much anymore. They came a couple times to visit, but we didn't see them after that. But yeah, So we got to see her again, and she was like, oh, I kind of remember you, and it was nice. And her and my daughter got to meet and talk, and they became friends, and so they kept up with each other on Facebook. The older sister, not so much, but the younger sister. And then that's how she found out that her dad passed away on Facebook. I got to turn up here, and there's cars by me, so excuse me a minute while I do some business. Not YouTube business, but staying alive business. Okay, we made it over. Got to turn here. I've never come this way. This is taking me a whole weird way. But it says I'll get there at 8:24, which would be 6 minutes early. Anyway, so that's how she found out her father passed away. And she was heartbroken because she was like, I don't know if I ever would have wanted to see him or have taken that opportunity, but now that choice is gone, and that's what, just broke her heart. So yeah, there's that. But so at least she's in contact with the one on Facebook. And then the family, she was so angry. She was 17 or 18 when this happened. And then the family that is all in Arizona now, mostly, they contacted her via Facebook and were like, oh, we feel so bad about blah. And she's like, you're contacting me now? You could have contacted me the last 17 years of my life when I needed a family, but now you're contacting me? I don't want anything to do with you. And they said to her, oh my gosh, your dad carried a picture of you in his wallet all the time. And she's like, and what do I do with that information? Like, great. Why didn't he call me? Why didn't he call my aunt, call his brother, who I still see? And even if you didn't want to see my mom, why didn't you call my brother and say, hey, one time that she's over at your house and you're babysitting or whatever, can you call me? I want to see her. Never tried that. My mother's phone number until we moved here never changed. Could have contacted my mom to find me. I was never unfindable. First of all, because if you Google my whole name, I'm the only one that comes up, I think. Also, his brother always knew where I was because, yeah, we were in contact quite frequently because his wife is my friend. So, yeah, it was like, what did carrying her picture, what did he do with it? Did he here's the child I can't see? Yes, you could. You could have saw her. I mean, I would have hated it, but I would have done it because it wasn't about me. It was about my child. So, yeah, the backbone of her, I just love that she stuck up for herself and was like, where were you when I needed you? I'm sorry. No. Carrying a picture in a wallet does nothing for me as a father. I needed a father. I didn't need some man with my picture in his wallet. All these kind of things. And I was proud of her. But sad at the same time that, they couldn't have been human and stayed in contact with her, the grandparents, all of that. It was ridiculous. I would never, I don't care what happened with my daughter, or if my son had kids, and if he walked out, first of all, I'd kill him. But if he walked out on his kids, I've always said, first of all, if you ever did that, I would turn you in for child support instantly. I would always tell the woman, here's where he works, because that's the least, the very least thing you can do for your children if you walk out on them is pay your child support. So I said I would always do that. And then I said, and I will still want to see my grandkids, no matter what. Even if you were a horrible person and you ran off on them and never saw them again, I would make the effort. I might be denied. I mean, I had a grandmother, my uncle, his wife, when they divorced, she took the kids, didn't let them see them, didn't let the family see them. And my grandmother, for years and years and years afterwards, sent Christmas gifts, birthday cards, all these kind of things to the kids. And then later in life, my cousin, the child and all that, one of the children and all this, found my grandma, and I think it was after her mother passed away, and she had found some of the cards and stuff, and was like, I never knew. My mom never told me you wanted to stay in contact with me, which is heartbreaking. It's for your kid. It wasn't about the woman. It was about the children. So, yeah. So she finally came back to the family, but it's just not. I mean, I love her. She's my cousin. She's great. But, you don't have that long-term. Oh, shoot. I missed my turn lane. People are going to be mad at me. Oh, well. But yeah, so she's part of the family, but you don't have all those memories. You don't have all those events and stuff that you could talk about, remember when, and da-da-da. You don't have any of that, because it was years and years. We were all way grown up by the time we all connected. And then she connected with her dad, but then he died. My uncle died shortly after that, so it wasn't even a long connection there. What we do to our children, right? Anyway, so that was my daughter's story. I don't know how I got on these. I just got on these not tantrums. I'm not a tantrum. Just get on these tangents. Thank you, tangents. I heard one of you say it. But anyway, yeah. So that's that story of my life. It's a weird life, but it's a good life. It's got its ups and downs, as all lives. Didn't go, according to plan, as all lives. What do they say, plans are, I don't know, life happens while you're making plans, something, I forget that saying. Y'all are saying it too, I know it. I can hear it, but it's a whisper, and you gotta yell louder. I can't quite hear it. But anyway, yeah, so that's that. Oh, and this morning, Bella, when I left, so unconcerned. She was just laying on the couch, like, okay, bye. She didn't want to go to her mat to get her treats, so I was a nice mommy, and I brought her treats to her on the couch and said bye, see you later. And I know it's so hard for them, because time has no meaning to a dog, is what they say. How do we actually know? I don't know. I wish dogs could talk, and then I wish they could. She could tell all my secrets. I don't hold anything back with her. So, yeah, that'd be embarrassing. Our pets know so much about us that we would not want known to the world. At least I wouldn't. But anyway, so she was very unconcerned. But when I get home, she's so happy, and little wiggle butt goes like crazy. And instantly, when I get home, I drop everything. I get the leash, take her to her little spot, and she pulls me up there's a couple stairs to get out, and she pulls me up the stairs and drags me down the sidewalk to the little spot where she goes, and she's just like, oh. As she, does her business forever. It's like, well, don't drink so much water. She needs to drink water. I'm rambling again. I know some of you don't like that, and so this really isn't the channel for you, or the video for you, but sorry. But some of you do, and I like how you said, and I gotta start doing it, but I don't know if I could do it without wanting to watch, so I don't know. But some of you listen while you're at work, you just listen to YouTubes, and some of you tell me that you like to put me on and just kind of listen while you're doing chores and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that would make the chores go a little faster if I'm listening to something else. I kind of do that with podcasts, and I have Sirius in my car, and I'll listen to Howard Stern, just because, it's talk, and it's like I'm just listening to somebody, but I'm not, totally into it where I could tell you everything they said. It's just kind of there in the background. And I guess a lot of you do that with YouTubes. And so hopefully I'm good for that, because I do like to jabber. So I have noticed that about myself more and more, that I just talk and talk and talk. And that little message was, I just went 10 miles an hour over the speed limit. That's just not good. I shouldn't laugh at this man, but the way he was running, it wasn't from me. The other cars were in front of me, but he was running across the street. Reminded me, again, show your age. If y'all watched Laugh-In, did you watch that old show, Laugh-In? And there was the one guy that always acted like he was old, and he rode like a little bike, and he would always fall over. but he would take steps like, real fast, teeny tiny little steps. That's how he was running across the road. And when I caught it, he wasn't an old guy or anything, but he was just taking teeny tiny little steps really fast across the road. Sorry, a little funny. But anyway, yeah, I'm getting almost to work. Thank you for driving with me to work. You made this trip very fast for 15 minutes. I would do some more in the evening time, but it's dark when I leave Monday through Thursday. So, sorry, speeding again. I love that reminder. My son's like, take that off. That thing's annoying. I'm like, no, it helps me, because if I'm thinking about something or talking to you guys or I'm on the phone or whatever, I'm on the phone, not even to my ear, it's on my radio. Up, school zone. School zone. Sorry, slow down. 20 makes... You drive 20, don't you feel like you're not even moving? Like, okay, anyway. And then I lose my train of thought. Oh, that monitor thing. Yeah, he's like, turn that off. And I'm like, no, because, yeah, when I'm not absentmindedly driving, but not paying attention to the speed limit, I love that thing, because it's like, oh, crud. And then I slow down. So. And I'm thinking 10 over. Yeah, you'll start getting a ticket if you're under 10 over. Maybe they'll kind of let you fly depending on how many other cars are doing it. So, yeah. I like that little thing. I don't think I put it on there. I think it's just part of the car. My dad had on his truck, and he had a thing on his car. I forget what he called it. But it wouldn't let him drive over 80. And I said, so? He was like, well, I can't drive over 80. I'm like, well, legally, you can't drive over 80. And in my head, I'm thinking, and you're just about to turn 90, so maybe not going over 80 would be a good idea. But yeah, he was so ticked about it. And then my brother bought something on Amazon that you had to plug into the car, and then he took that off. And I was like, why would you do that? Just leave it. I know it takes him off, but might be a little safety thing, because he really shouldn't be driving over 80. I think the fastest road around here is 75 miles per hour. I don't know what it is by y'all, but by me, my road by the bridge is 65, and then the other road I take, unless there's, like today it took me back roads, but the other main highway I take is 70, and then that has express lanes where you have to pay a toll if you want to use those, and those are 75 miles per hour. And I've taken that a couple times and paid the toll only because it's a nice, fast way to get to one of the airports here. So sometimes I'll take it if I'm in a hurry to get to the airport. Man, that sun is bright. But otherwise, yeah, I don't want to pay the tolls. And I originally planned to take one of the toll roads to work every morning, because that highway is the best. I mean, there's hardly ever any like stop and go traffic on it or anything. It's a great tollway. But I found out after I got the job and I really checked into it that it's farther in miles. It's like farther, I want to say north or whatever, so it's not really convenient. And GPS only took me that way one time going home from work, because the other highways that I would have taken had accidents on them that made it, a longer drive, because I have my GPS set at, fastest route. So that's what it does for me. So I see my office up there. Yay! So I'm going to let you guys go. I just wanted to get on here and try to get with you guys again and let you know that, yes, I did see that Hey Everybody called out my channel and told people to go watch it, and my subscribers have boomed, and it's just amazing. So if you're one of those subscribers that came over because of Hey Everybody, and you actually subscribed to my channel, once you saw it, I am so appreciative. You do not know how much I'm appreciative of. And I'm honest with you on here, so I'm going to just say what's on my mind and just go with it, and I'm not going to hold back because, I just think that I'm just going to be the true me, and you guys are just my community, and you're my friends, and you give me support and love and comments and tips and advice, and it's just, you hold me accountable to things that I need to be accountable for, and it's just amazing. And like I've said before, I've just gotten maybe 2 or 3 mean comments out of all the comments that I've gotten. So I love this community. We've built something amazing. You guys not only help me, you help each other, and that's what we need, especially in this new world we're in, where a lot of people work at home, or you're retired and you're at home alone and you don't go out as much as before just because of whatever reasons. One of them could be health, because the world changed so much in 2020. But we need something. We need that human interaction, and even if it's through YouTube, let's do that. And I think we've done that in our community. I've got some amazing subscribers out there, and so I want to welcome you to our channel and our community. And thank you for taking her advice and coming and checking me out. It was just so kind of her to do that, and I'm really appreciative, and I love her to death. So thank you, welcome. I hope you continue to enjoy my videos. I do all kinds of videos. I do these where I'm just jabbering. If it's not your thing, just go on to the next video. Temu hauls when I can. I don't like to spend frivolously, so yeah. Okay, I put my parking key card somewhere safe, and now let's see if I remember where it is. So I'm going to go in here and park and get into work. So, like I said, I just wanted to thank you all and acknowledge, hey everybody, and my new subscribers. Thank you, and yeah, keep coming back. You got some advice for, not advice. If you've got some ideas on the videos you might want me to do, let me know. Gotta reach so far to get that little thing. And I will try and do them. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. So, love you guys. Have an amazing day. What am I thankful for today? Can you guess? I'm thankful for Hey Everybody. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.